You're around. There we go. Right, I've had a couple of teething issues tonight. That's why we're late. But we're here. We're sorted. Just need to get you all lined up and ready to go. And plugged in. There we go. Right, sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. I'll get you facing that way. Maybe move the table a little bit. And then we're here. That's better. Oh, I am sweating. Let me just check that that's all right. There we go. I'm a sweaty boy. Oh, Lord. I've been sat in here for an hour and a half. And it's always still a rush at the last second. I hate going live when there's only one of us here. Right, let me get this sorted. Also, that light's facing that way for some reason. That light's facing over there. I stink. Also, I've just been doing this with Freddie. So that's why. Right, skip. Let's get on the live so I can see what you guys are saying. Oh, relax, Matthew, relax. Right, just give me 2 seconds to get sorted. Once I'm on, we can chat away to your heart's content. There we are. Search for me. Findersbeepers. Just so I can see what everyone's saying, that's all. Right. You know what? We might just let me get rid of this table because I am miles away from you. I feel like I'm absolutely miles away. Let me just shift this table. There we go. Right. I can come and sit with you now. I've got mushy peas on me. Let's just get this a little bit closer. I've got mushy peas on me. There we go. Right. Let's have a look at some messages on here. I've got a lot of presents from people on here that we're going to have a look at shortly. Let me turn that light round as well. That I don't think has just worked. Let's move you over here. That's better. Right. Yeah, I've got a load of presents and stuff. Some have turned up today. Some I think maybe still in my car. So if I have missed you, I am sorry. It is massively appreciated, everything I've received. Also, I've been let in on a little secret today by Sue that she put a post on. So everybody that responded and helped out with that, thank you so much. I wondered why everybody suddenly remembered. Any special guests tonight? No. Bear's asleep down in the corner, but he's just asleep. But no, there's just me. The only problem is Andy lives an hour and a half away, so I would have asked him to come up, but it's a bit late, so I didn't. Fish and chips look lovely. Yes, they were extremely nice. Thing is, I've got because Deb's bought me an hoodie, and I put that on. This is why I'm sweating. I put that on, ate, and now I am so hot. I am literally boiling. Just let me know if the sound's all right. I'm just going to turn this up. Oh no, that sounds fine. So today, a couple of things we're going to do. We're going to open some of the presents. I may have opened a couple of them already. Since we had the incident with the poo, the human poo that got sent through the post, I have been very wary of what I open live, because I just don't want me to open it up and it be a picture of Madeleine McCann or something. So oh, Debs is in. Thank you, Debs. I will show the hoodie in a bit, and it's so warm and so comfy. It makes me realise the ones that I got last year have been washed that many times that it's like that thin now, whereas this one's just like bulky, beautiful. But Oh, you missed the poo. Yeah, somebody sent a human poo through the post. And me and Andy opened it on a live, and I have never smelt anything quite as bad in my life. It was a massive, big human poo that stunk. Absolutely no idea. No idea who it was or why they sent it. Right, we'll get the opening presents first. Also, if anyone donates through PayPal where is it? PayPal.me/Findersbeepers, you will go into a draw tonight. It will be drawn tonight for either 15 tickets for the new book, 10 tickets for the new book, or 5 tickets for the new book. Now, that doesn't sound very much, but 15 tickets is £75 worth of tickets, £50 worth of tickets, and £25 worth of tickets. So you will have a really good chance. I just thought, you know what, it's my birthday video, let's do that. So anyone that donates through paypal.me/Findersbeepers at any point today, so that starts off from this morning right through, will be entered. So I have just received, the reason I said that, I've just received someone sending something through as well. So that will also be included. Let's have a look. Right, I'm just going to read through some of these and then we'll open some of the things. So, what happened to the gravy, Matt? You don't have gravy with fish and right. If you're northern, you will know you have fish, chips, and peas. That is one section. If you have chips, yes, by all means have gravy. If you have pie and chips, definitely have gravy and probably mushy peas as well. You should never, in fact, that's just reminded me, where is she? Oh, you have just let yourself off there, Lisa. I can't pin anything. I was going to ban Lisa because she said it should be with curry sauce. But you can't have curry sauce with fish and chips. I'm sorry, if you do, you're either a southerner or you're on some sort of register. But I actually can't ban you at the moment. I'll change over in a minute so I can, but I can't at the moment. How about just eat what the fuck you want? How about shut the fuck up, Chad? I'm telling you, that's how it should be. I'm right, you're wrong, do one. I'm joking. What about onion rings? Onion rings don't go with fish, chips and peas. Curry sauce and chips, yes, I will allow curry sauce and chips. That's fine, no problem. You can have curry sauce with fish and chips. No, Debs, you've been down south too long. You're from the Midlands. You should know. Curry sauce does not go with fish and chips. It is wrong. It's like, let me think of something else that's wrong. And it's going to piss everybody off, but pot noodle sandwiches, no chance. Get them out, get them in the bin. Crisp sandwiches, bin them. No, sorry, get rid. What's my favourite birthday cake flavour? Well, I do like chocolate cake. My mum got me a coffee and walnut cake, which is definitely one of my favourites. I like red velvet. If it's cake, I pretty much like it. Let's have a look. Spag bol sandwiches, I can get on board with that if it's in a bread cake, not on sliced bread. You can't have it on sliced bread. Sorry, tartar sauce. Tartar sauce. Are you an American coming over to England going, ooh? In fact, the only reason you should ever have tartar sauce with any sort of fish is if you sat in a restaurant using a knife and fork. If you're having tartar sauce, thank you, Cindy, I've just seen that come through. If you're having tartar sauce on fish, once again, register or southerner or an American coming over thinking that's what you're supposed to do. Definitely not. Definitely pineapple on pizza. Also, pineapple on burgers. I have pineapple on burger with cheese and stuff. One of my favourite pizzas is spicy beef, jalapenos and pineapple. Beautiful. 1 second. Kathleen, why are you talking about tits? What about a lemon? Yeah, pineapple burgers are good as long as they've got plenty of cheese with them as well. Let's have a look. I'm in one of those hyper moods tonight. I've not done a live for such a long time that I just thought, you know what, let's just throw everything into it and just have a go at you all, like, because that's what I do best. Let's have a look. Next to bacon, gravy has the power to revive. Bacon is good. Bacon. Me and Freddie at the moment are into bagels with bacon, and I have cream cheese on mine. We have them a lot. Let's have a look. What's Cretin? Cretin? I don't know. Right. Thank you so much for asking if Freddie's okay. But it's spelt with a bloody IE. It's fine, thank you. Pie and mash. Love pie and mash. None of this southern shite liquor stuff on it though. Pie, mash and gravy. McDonald's are doing a pineapple burger and it is actually beaut. Spicy chicken pineapple burger. It's just so nice. Liver and onions is like death. Liver, awful. I'll have kidneys, steak and kidney pie. Liver, no. Gritty, horrible. Hyper mouth. I am hyper. Like I said, I've missed you all. Do you know what it is? I've missed talking to you. I've missed talking to anyone. Like I live in my little cave, just rocking up and down, going, Bear, talk to me, Bear. And sometimes he does, and that's the worrying bit. But literally, I see Freddie, Katie, Amy, and my mum and dad, and then I don't speak to anybody else apart from on text. So now I can get to vocalize. I'm in heaven. It's brilliant. Liver and onions is nasty. It was one of my granddad's favourite things. Awful. Happy birthday. Thank you. It was 2 days ago, but thank you very much. He's licking your toe. Bear, I've got a photograph of Bear from last night licking my toes. He got right between them, like proper in between my little toe and the next one along. Oh, so nice. Happy kiddie, Matt is fun. No, I do like it. I do. The thing is, people get offended when I'm like this because I'm like, no, fuck off, get in the bin and all this. And I'm joking. It's all like just me winding you up. Where's Bear? He's on the floor down there. Yeah, I think my granddad used to eat tripe and my mum and dad. Like tripe, no. Anything that is a stomach is no. Matt toe cheese blah. I don't know what that means. Bear can have fungus tongue. No, he keeps the fungus away. There is none because of him. It's not a fetish. It just feels really nice. You like it, don't you, Bear? He only does it when he's really happy with me. I love liver and onion kidneys. No, steak and kidney pie is the nicest. Right, let's get on to some of these things. So, a couple of things may have been opened. And the first one, I am going to admit, is now empty. So I got a box of Nobby's nuts. I have got some of the little voucher things that I got that tells you who they're from, but I can't remember which is which. So if you got me these, thank you. They are one of my favourite things, and that's why they lasted less than 3 days. 20 packs of these, all gone. So it's an empty box. But thank you very much, whoever sent those. Really appreciated. I did have a couple of packs pinched off me by the girls. Yes, the whole box went. I think I probably had 16 bags, whereas I think Katie, Amy, Freddie, and I think Amy got another pack. So yeah. Next up, we have got this headset, gaming headset. I do play. People that talk to me, I had some person talking to me last night, all night, just constantly messaging me, like constantly. I'm playing Fortnite, going, oh, I'm playing Fortnite, I'll talk to you in a bit. Another message. So yeah, I play Fortnite quite a lot. Freddie loves it, and I've got into it. So let's have a look. Find your mic. I've got my mic. I know where it is, but I just find when we're like this, it's just easier just to do it without. I'll send you presents tomorrow. So it's like, you don't have, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Actually, I would much rather, if you would rather do it and get something back out of it, if you go to paypal.me/findersbeepers, Send like anything over a couple of pounds, you'll be entered in to win tickets for the book number 2. Book number 1's there, ready to go. It's all sorted. But book number 2, travel book with all sorts of different things in it. So if you don't want to mess about going and buying something or go on Amazon, just send something through then. At least then you've got a chance of getting something back as well. Right, I've got another one here. This hasn't actually been opened, so I have no idea what's in it. It feels quite light, and I have a feeling I know what it is. And if it, I've also had 8 packs of these, if it is what I think it is, and I've eaten them all. It is one of my most favourite things in the world. Flying saucers. I absolutely love flying saucers. Literally, I will sit and eat both of these packs in about 2 minutes. I love them. I absolutely love them. Oh, and there's a card in here as well. Let's have a look. What's the card say? Happy birthday. That's a little bit like Bear, isn't it? Sort of, without the killer instinct. To Matt, sending special wishes for a perfect kind of day that brings you lots of happiness in every single way. Happy birthday. Have the best day. Keep being brilliantly funny. Best wishes, Julie and Teddy the puppy. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Julie Chambers. Oh, she's from Thurgoland. I know Thurgoland. Alright, let's see what a couple of people are saying before I read on. Oh, that's from you. Hi. Yeah, I know Thurgoland. I like Thurgoland. It's nice round there. Let's have a look. A few more people coming in now. Yorkshire Gamer, hi. Stuart, hi. He might have been in for a while, to be fair, but I hadn't noticed. Explain what flying saucers are. So they're just basically sherbet in like pressed sugar paper. It's hard to explain. People either love them or hate them, and actually I absolutely love them, and Freddie hates them. So it's really strange. It's good because that means I don't get them stolen off me. Also, we'll do, once we've done the presents and some other bits, we'll do some questions. I'll do loads of questions, especially about the whole gun and stuff incident. I'll go into that. I've edited the next behind the scenes, which is the behind the scenes that features that as well. So we can talk about all sorts with that. Let's see. Do you remember pink shrimps? I'm guessing you mean pink shrimps. Yes, I quite like them. World Cup 2026. What's that got to do with anything? I really want to go, to be fair. Have you seen Rick Stein's Long Weekend food history of the place? No, I haven't, if I'm being totally honest. Right, what's next? I think I haven't opened this either. I think this is from Lisa, but I'm not sure. But she did mention something, which then makes me think it's probably from her, and I haven't seen it, which worries me because it's a picture painting or whatever, and it worries me that I don't know what it is. So there's more than one. So you're going to find out just at the same time as me. I'm sorry if this is really noisy. Let's have a look. We'll look at the little one first. Oh, can I get them out? Can I get them out? I'm presuming this is... Oh, it might not be Lisa. Is it Lisa? Oh, no, it might not be. Is it you, Lisa? Let's have a look. Lisa, is it from you? Have you sent 2 pictures? I don't know, because I can't see. It might not be. I just know that she was going to. Yes. Good. Good. Oh, I love that. I don't know if you can see it. It is what it is. That'll look good on the wall. The thing is, right, I need somebody, if there's anybody in the Mexborough area that can put pictures up on walls, please come and see me, because I've got so many things that need to go up on walls that just keep falling off. So I really, really like that. It's good. Let's have a look at the next one. Put that over there to keep safe. Look at the next one. Oh, this is good. And you've got up as well there to come and see me. Oh, there's a card there. Bear's got up, especially to come and have a look at this. Not that I can get it out. It appears to be stuck. There we go. Look at that. How amazing is that? That is brilliant. That is so good. Like looking at it on here as well. That is so, so good. She's very talented. She did the ones, you can see the two behind me as well. She did those so they can all go together. That is brilliant. Such a good job. Like, I'm looking at it on there and it looks better because it's a bit further away. That's brilliant. That's so good. Thank you, Lisa. I know I'm horrible to you, but I'm horrible to you because I actually quite like you. You're quite a nice person most of the time. Let's see what she's saying. She is talented. She is really, really talented. Oh, have you gone sat back down now? Did you just get up for your moment and nobody came to see you? I'll have to lift you up in a minute. Let's have a look in here. I am boiling. These lights are so hot. Oh, you rock. This is a weird card. Oh. I'll get some rock music. To Matt, have a wonderful birthday. Well done for everything you've achieved in the past year. Love, Lisa, Hugo Pughead, and Ruby Blue. And I'm guessing that's the new dog, Ruby Blue. I'm going to shut it because I can't be doing with that sound constantly. Right, what we got up next? I nearly binned it because you didn't like it. Are you kidding me? It's really good. Really, really good. In fact, I think that out of the three, it's possibly my favourite. So I'm glad you didn't. Oh, press the drums. Oh, okay. No way, as if he can do that. Look. How clever is that? That's right, good. Right, another card here. I can see I haven't opened half of these things. I'm like, oh yes, I'm really safety conscious now, and I open things in advance. Don't look like it. Right, let's see. Right. I am very, very confused. I'm very confused. Findersbeepers, yeah? Let's just remember, it says Findersbeepers Business Centre. Now, in the card, it says, Dear Adam. Dear Adam, I'm guessing you've got some sort of obsession with Adam Mark. So, Dear Adam, thank you for your inspiring and interesting channel and adventures and videos. Have a wonderful birthday from fellow Scorpio. So you remembered I was a Scorpio, just couldn't remember me fecking name. That's hilarious. And channel member, here's to many more videos from Joanne Douglas from Bedford. That's so funny. That is so funny. I'm just going to see if they're in chat, because that is really funny. I don't know. That's brilliant. That's so funny. Right, next up. It's reaching stuff now. Now I've got this one, and there's all sorts in here. So you're gonna have to bear with me a minute. I think. Oh no, that card's going off now. I've got a big box of stuff, and I'll go through what's in it. So a big thing of Sour Patch Kids. I love Sour Patch Kids. Good choice. We have got a toothbrush. I will take that to Egypt with me. That will help, definitely. I have got some compostable nappy bags. Yeah. Don't wear nappies, but I'm presuming they could be coming for the dog. What else? I've got birthday boy. Oh, nobody's ever bought me one of these, I don't think. Maybe they have. Maybe they have in the past. Wait a minute. Birthday boy. I think this is Nisha. Nisha that's got me these, but I can't be sure without looking. Yes. Noisy. Noisy's got it, me. Oh, I can't get it on. I can't. Oh, yeah. Can't dress myself, so putting something like this on is even harder. It's just going to be under my beard now. No, can't deal with that. What else we got? Oh, love these. I feel like Nisha knows me too well because she's getting me things that I love. I love these. Got a card. What we got? Oh my God, we were only talking about these the other day. Milky mints. They're like mints, but they're milky. They're like, we were on about them the other day, and I ain't seen them for years, anything like it. I don't think they were called that though, but I remember them and they were so nice. We'll get to the... Stop asking me questions. We'll get to them in a minute. Oh, we've got another toothbrush. I might take that for Freddie when we go to Egypt this weekend. The one thing I'm not looking forward to this weekend is we're driving down, and I always park... When I go to London, I park my car in Barnet, High Barnet train station or tube station because it's quite cheap. It's like £5 a day, which is really good. So we're going to park there and then get the tube over to Heathrow, into the centre, and then over to Heathrow. And on the way there, it's not so bad, but on the way back, we're landing at 9:30 at night. I really just want to get straight back to the car, but I know I'm going to have to go into London to come back out again, which is just not what I want at all. So, right, I've got a card. I'm not reading. I'll read it in a bit, but I'm not reading all. Oh my Lord. I will read that to myself in a bit because that is a lot of writing. So, thank you. I'll read it in a bit. What else we got in here? Pringles. Favourite flavour of Pringles as well. Salt and vinegar. Told you, Nisha knows me too well. What else we got? That will go in the fridge in a minute. And that will also go on the fridge in a minute. If you don't know, Nisha's from Ireland, and I met her in Ireland. She's very, very nice. Very, very nice person. Right. Let's move some of these things around. Am I going to the new Egyptian Museum? I will be doing, yes. We have got, as far as I'm aware, and it might not happen, we're going to the pyramids, obviously, and I think I'm going to make a main Sunday video about that. I'll do all the behind the scenes around the little back streets and going and trying food and things like that. But I think I might make a main Sunday explore video about going into the pyramids because I just think it deserves its own video. Then what else are we doing? Going into that museum, the new one, the brand new one, if you've not seen it. The old one was free to get in, the new one's £25 each, which is alright. But it does look amazing. And we have got an explore planned that me and Freddie are going to do. Fingers crossed we can do it. I can't guarantee it's going to happen, but hopefully it will. Matt likes things that are useful. Plus he's always losing his toothbrushes. It is very, very true. That is true. Right, some more things over here. We'll get these out of the way and then we'll get some questions done. I feel like I'm ignoring you a bit, so I'm sorry. Right, I'm just going to read out some of the names of the people that's on here. Enjoy your gift from Wes Cole. Thank you, Wes. One of my Patreon members. That's also Wes. If I haven't read yours out, if I haven't showed you present, it's either still up at the other office or it's in my car. Enjoy your gift from Taya Faulkner. Thank you very much. Taya. Feel like you'd be very tired if you were called Taya. Sorry. Where's Cole? God, where's the sent me loads? What's this? Patsy Collier. Thank you very much. I don't know which gifts these associate to. This is one thing that always comes in really handy because I get through some right charger wires. So I always put charger wires on the Amazon wish list, and these ones, these long braided ones, are always really useful because, like this, look, that have got 4 different charging things on the end. Because I've got like 1 battery pack, 2 battery pack, 1 phone, or maybe a drone, right, or whatever. There's loads of things that go on my wires, so massively appreciated. What else we got over here? Another year older, another year of adventures. Happy birthday, wishing you a day filled with joy, laughter and unforgettable memories. Thank you for everything you do. Oh, Wes, if you're in, thank you very much. It's hard to keep up with where I'm at. I am rushing through these for you because I know that not everybody will want to see everything. Happy birthday, picture of a bear on the front. Thank you so much for all of the explores and entertainment you give us. This card is the closest to bear I could find. To Matt, wishing you a very happy birthday with best wishes, Marcia Toms and Melvin Toms. Thank you very much, both of you. What's in this one? We've not got many more to do now. We have got... Oh, Sutherland. Sutherland, that's my tartan. That's my clan. Clan. So that's brilliant. I love that. I really love that. Obviously, my Scottish side of me is very, very important. Happy birthday, Matt, from Joan E. Boney. Sounds a bit rude. Thank you, Joan. Right, last few bits. Oh, there's another one of those wires over there. I don't know if I can reach it because I've moved the table. However, I think this is definitely another wire. This is a bit bizarre though, isn't it? Like, oh God, it opens there. Putting a wire in a box this big seems a bit like overkill. Unless there's oh, that's why. Because there's 4 wires in it, which is really, really, really good. There is another one of those red wires over there. And the last 2 things we've got are these cards. Oh, this has got money in it. I've got to be careful with this. I can't show you because it's going to come out. Wait a minute. Your dynamite. Oh, it's in a bag. Is it in a bag? Oh, it's in a bag. Your dynamite. It looks like it's got a $1 bill and then some American coins in there as well. That's brilliant. Thank you. I love stuff like that. I do like notes and things like that. I've got in my wallet, which is over there, I've got different notes from different countries. Right, I am confused now. So it's all happening again. So on the front of the thing, it's Findersbeepers, and we've got this with the money in it. Oh, this must be really delayed then. Freddie. It's for Freddie. It's not for me. It's for Freddie. Happy 10th birthday from the USA. I'm sending you some money from here. I hope you enjoy looking at it. Jeannie Hedebreder. Jeannie Hedebreder. Yeah, thank you. Obviously, that's just taken ages to get here because it only came last week and his birthday was in August. So thank you so much for that. He will appreciate that. He really will as well. He loves anything like that because he's like me. Right, next up, got one last card, and I think that's it. To Matt, happy birthday. Have a wonderful day, Sarah. Thank you very, very, very much, Sarah. Really, really appreciated. Oh, Matt in old Farticus. Farticus, brilliant. Thank you. That's funny. That's really good. Right. Let's get some questions. Before we go any further though, let's just remind you of things. If you do want to, in fact, let me just try and swap onto the other thing so then I can pin comments, because otherwise it's a bit of a nightmare. Let's have a look. Findersbeepers. There we go. Just let me log on to it. Right. Let's see if I can pin now. There we go. I can pin. So, anybody that donates to paypal.me/findersbeepers, and I think there's only 2, maybe 3 so far that have done it, will get put into a draw for 15 tickets, 10 tickets, and 5 tickets for the latest book that I haven't even started doing yet. And I think, let's have a look. Yeah, there's 2 people There's 2 people that have entered. There's 3 prizes and 2 people. So your chances of winning, and it's anything over £2. Anything over £2, a normal ticket's only a £5. So if you win 10 tickets, that's 75 quid's worth. So make sure you get yourself in there. Right. I'm skint. My car's going to cost me £400. Well, what you need to do is give him 398. Give him a blowjob and say the other £2 going to Matt. Sorted. When we're going to see Bear and Explore with you? Well, if I can get some locations, I have said over Christmas, well, the end of this month, because I went away at the beginning of this month. I also went away, I'm going away this weekend, both abroad. I said I might do some UK explores. And if I do, all the videos through December should be with Bear included as well. So I thought people have been asking, it's Christmas, I'll stay a bit closer to home. I've gone abroad twice this month. We'll stay in the UK for this month. So hopefully you will get to see it. Oh, there's another one coming. Edith Manders, thank you very much. You will be entered into the draw. There we go. 1 second. There we go. Oh, and Paul Clinton as well. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look for some questions in here. Matt, did you get that man done that put a gun against your head? Where he was walking around with a gun anyway. Hope you got the police. No, I didn't. One, I'm not a grass. I'm not that sort of person. I won't, unless it's something really bad. I know a gun against your head's pretty bad, but I mean, the outcome wasn't that bad. It could have been a lot worse. 2, by the end, he was such a nice bloke. His wife came down, his daughter came down, and the other guy's wife came down. We're all having a chat. Lovely bloke. He's been trying his hardest to sell the place. He has put so much of his own money in there. They've had film crews in there for things. They've done fundraisers to try and raise money for it. And you know what? Yeah, it was traumatic. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have done it. He knows he shouldn't have done it. He apologised to me like about 20 times. He apologised to me and he shouldn't have done it. But he said he was scared. He saw a big bloke walking towards him. He thought it was just like teenagers at first. He saw a big bloke walking towards him and he panicked and did it. And I'm not that sort of person that will just dob somebody in for no reason. So at the end of the day, I got his number. I'm not friends with him, but like, he wasn't that bad. And ultimately, like, I got a really good explore out of it. So, which exploring location terrified me the most? Now, it depends what you mean by terrified me the most. If you mean like ghostly, it's one thing. But if you mean like some sort of incident like this, then I don't know. I actually think, if we're talking about incidents, stuff that kicked off, I actually think the house in Northern Ireland scared me more, where the guy went round all the rooms looking for me. I think I was more scared there, and I didn't get caught. Like with this, I'd been caught. It happened, and it was just happening so fast. It didn't really give me a chance to be scared. It was more like survival mode rather than, oh fuck. Whereas, like, literally he was there, like, and then the next thing I was sprayed. Whereas the one in Ireland, I was waiting. Like, I knew he was there. I was listening to the doors slam and open and one thing or another, and he never came. And that fear, you can, if you listen to it, as I'm breathing, you can hear my heartbeat in my breath. It's like, it was so strange. But I was so scared on that. If you're talking about like creepy, spooky places, possibly the place in Italy recently where I stayed the night. I'm not like scared of ghosts. Like, it is weird, like feeling like there's something there and there isn't or whatever. But it, like the one where it was at the top of the stairs, I ran straight upstairs, so it doesn't scare me. But that place where I stayed overnight, even though it was the wind, probably scared me more. I don't know. Let's have a look. You were buzzing off the adrenaline. Exactly. You don't. It's weird in that situation where something's kicking off. If you're in the middle of it, you don't have time to be scared. It's more sort yourself out, get yourself sorted. Let's have a look. How long did I hide out in the water in the basement of that chateau? 2 hours. I was stood there for 2 hours, and it was freezing. That water got colder and colder. Like it was a boiling hot day, so when I got in there, it was really appreciated. But the longer I stood in there, the more my feet started to hurt. Oh my Lord, Gina Smith, thank you so much. That is really appreciated. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Thank you. One sec. Did you get the link for the abandoned village in France? No, I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did. Did you send it to me, or was I supposed to be sending it to you? I can't remember. That is amazing, Gina. Thank you. When Andy was trapped in the toilet, yeah, me and Andy in the toilet, that was probably the next up there. They were quite close, those two. Because like I said, that hand coming round the door, rattling it, already seen the blokes, knew how big they were. All three of them were bigger than me. I'm 6 foot. Like when people meet me, they're like, oh, you're a bit smaller than I thought you were, because I hunch quite a lot. But they were just like big built travellers. They were scary. They were very scary. Do I plan to travel to the USA? I wanted to go next year for the Euros. No, not the Euros, the World Cup. But they've outpriced normal fans going, so I can't see that I'm going to go to that. So there you go. That's the tickets for the museum sorted. It is and it isn't, because this is why I always say do it through PayPal, because PayPal don't take anything. YouTube take 60%. So they do take a big chunk of the money. But it is massively appreciated. Let's have a look. When the guy that kept asking you where the other person was, I thought you were looking for Andy in your recent video. I don't understand that. There was no way that they thought there was another person, because the only reason I say it is because I know for a fact I was dobbed in by the two kids that were sat up. Those two teenagers, a lad and a lass, sat together on a wall. And I thought I'd got it in the behind the scenes video, but I haven't. You don't see them. I think I mention them, but you don't see them. And they went and told the bloke that I'd gone in. But if they told him, surely they'd say there was one person. But they said that there were two. And my favourite line from that video is, "I've got no friends." It was so funny. Listening back and hearing me going, "I've got no friends." Absolutely stupid. So I don't understand. I know they are ridiculous. YouTube are so bad for taking your money. Like, I'm sure they claim that it's 40%, but actually if you look and you work it out, it's 60. Have you missed anything? I've opened some stuff, and that's about it really. One sec. Yeah, that could be it. Ah, yes. That's it, isn't it? They've heard me filming myself and talking. So they thought I'm talking to someone else, but I'm talking to you. So you were the second person, you bastard. Why didn't you get sprayed in your eye? Why was it me? So, let's have a look. They do nothing and you do all the hard graft. Yeah, but that's the perfect business model, isn't it? I can't blame them, can't fault them at all. YouTube have got their heads screwed on. If I could do it where I did absolutely nothing and got paid lots of money for it, of course I'd do it. 100%. What's your funniest explore? Oh, there's been so many where we've just laughed and laughed and laughed at the most stupid things. I think the wedding dress one is up there. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. When Andy was in that, when he was in that wedding dress and somebody, like, we thought someone was downstairs I can't remember if there was somebody downstairs now. It's such a long time ago. And Andy's in this weird dress. So funny. So funny. Let's have a look. You're the leader. We're just the... Oh, am I the ringleader then? I'm the one that causes all the trouble and puts everyone in bother. Oh, is it the police? I can't... The thing is with Explores, and I'm probably worse than Andy. Andy's quite good at recalling certain things. It all blends into one. Because a lot of the ones in the UK are like house explores. There's nothing particular that stands out in places that it could just overlap with any other one. Oh, thank you very much to Luke Hudberg. Luke Hudberg. Thank you very much. You will go in the drawer as well. Let's have a look. Yes, it is Andrew Thompson. It shows up as Andrew Thompson. Only because I'd have to start up a whole new one and we would lose the paypal.me/findersbeepers. You can't change the name on it. So Andy's fine with me keeping it like that. So yeah, it does show up as Andrew Thompson on PayPal. Let's have a look. Can Andy come back? No. Why? Right. Let's try and put this to bed for the 8,000th time. Andy didn't leave because he had cancer. Andy left because he wanted to leave. Something was going off in his life, which is done now. But with circumstances and other things, Andy's left the channel. It's 2.5 years ago. Thank you, Rachel. £10 just come through from Rachel. Yeah, he decided he didn't want to do it. It wasn't as important as family life, which is totally understandable. Things happened that I can't talk about, I won't talk about, but he is my friend, my best friend, and he will appear on this channel at times, but he is not part of this channel anymore. I don't know how many times I need to say it, but 2.5 years he's not been on the channel for. So, but I love him to bits, and I will always try and involve him where I can. If he said tomorrow, right, I want to come with you on your next trip abroad, absolutely, he could come. Absolutely. Aldith Quinn, thank you very much. Yeah, he'd have to pay his own bleeding flights, but yeah, 100% he could come, definitely. So, let's have a look. Oh no, you don't feel like I'm having a go at you. People take me wrong sometimes. I am quite harsh when I talk about things. So I'm like, no. And it's only because maybe 1,000 people have said the same thing to me. And I'm not taking it out on you. I just think sometimes I just need to be harsh and say, no. And then you know. And rather than me going, well, he might do and he might not. No. Like, and if anything changes, I'll tell you. But until then, no. Anyway. Let's have a look. Well, he is on the channel. He's on the updates or whatever. Yeah. And what? Like I said, I'm trying to involve him. And the reason I've done that as well is because he does the podcast, and people were crying that they hadn't seen him. So I thought, you know what, we'll do that. So I'm thinking about you, and all you're doing is having a go at me. Fucking bastard. Let's have a look. Healy, what was your spookiest explore? I think that's really what I've spoken about that. I hope the fish and chips were good. Yes, they were. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to go on and on about Andy like I'm making it something negative, but Andy's got a job, a full-time job. Andy's got a family, and with how I do the videos now, because there's nothing to do in the UK, he wouldn't be able to just take 5 days to go away. I wouldn't be able to stretch to pay for his flights, his accommodation. Like, he could sleep in the same bed as me, he's done that before. His food, his drink. So it wouldn't be fair to me to put that on him. But also, I've got to be careful what the channel spends. So it is hard. And like, God also, he's still not back up to fitness. He's still even though he's come a long way, he's still as skinnier than he was and not as strong as he was. He's not eating right. His sleeping pattern's just weird in comparison to what it was. He goes to bed at 9 now, whereas we used to be up till like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. He couldn't do that these days. He couldn't physically do what I do because it's hard work. You don't see that, like, when I come back off a trip, I'll sleep for 3 or 4 days. Like, I mean, I will just go to bed and wake up to do an hour's worth of editing and go back to sleep again. So, what's the most breathtaking place I've been to? I think one of the... it's between two that I can think of off the top of my head. There's probably more. But Andorra that I went to this year, where I climbed over that thing to go and look at that view over across the valley, and there was that like a statue of a man sat on a board thing, and he looked down over the valley, and it was absolutely wonderful. And the other place was Singapore, up on the top of the viewing platform, looking with the sun going down across Singapore. Oh my lord, unbelievable. But if you're talking about locations, the one that I've just done that was yesterday's video, absolutely beautiful place. Such a shame it was going downhill. The big mansion owned by, what are they bleeding called now? I want to say Von Traps. I can't think what they're called. The money people. That big mansion, amazing. There's some wonderful ones. Thank you, Kelly. I've just seen that come through. Roy's dead. I can't invite Roy back. He's dead. Do you know Exploring with Josh? Yes, I've been exploring with Josh. He is very, very, very nice. He's very, very nice. I do like him. Not the brightest button, but he is lovely. He is also not my style of explorer, but whatever. I do like him. What did he die of? His legs dropped off. Rothschild family, thank you. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've just seen some come through. Thank you very, very much. You get my card, Matt, just so I know. I don't know, because I've opened some, but I know for a fact there's more stuff up at the other office, so possibly not. But they'll all be going up, so... Steve Ronin, I've never met Steve Ronin, but I have got voice messages and videos from him. One sec. You should go out with Mr. Airborne. I've talked to Mr. Airborne. I've given Mr. Airborne some locations before, and he's given me some before. He's very good friends with my good friend Jamie Robb from Northern Ireland. He helped me out with a load of Irish locations, Jamie, and he's good friends with Mr. Airborne. Now, I've only spoken to him a couple of times, but I mainly speak to Jamie, so... didn't show mine either. I've opened what I have received, and I've told you there's maybe a couple of things in the car, but I couldn't find them, it was too dark. If not, they'll be up at the other office, so I'll have to open. I can only open what I've got to open, so I'll just replace that pinned message. The one where you went with Andy on the Explorer and he fell off first in the stream, you couldn't see. Yeah, that was where the security guards were chasing us, and I just ran straight into a lake, which was just brilliant. And Andy was just hiding behind a tree. It was very funny that. But that was ridiculous. Somebody had given us that location to go and do, and we got there, and it were a bleeding National Trust stately home that were open to the public. And like, we were just ready to climb in windows and stuff. You know what? I wish there was some more stuff in there. Seriously though, is Roy dead? Yes, Roy is dead. Brain dead. His legs dead. He's just dead. Dead in general. Let's have a look. Who is Roy? Well, it says a lot when you don't know who Roy is. You've not been around long enough. No, Roy was one of the original members. Can I see? So on our logo, there's 3 of us metal detecting. One of them's me. I can't remember. I think that one's me. That one's Andy, and that one's Roy. and I've just trumped. He was one of the founding members of Findersbeepers when we did metal detecting before we did exploring. Then, because Roy's legs are terrible, like they don't bend, he can't do anything, he didn't want to come exploring with us. I think he came on one. People hated him on that explorer as well because I fell down the stairs and he just laughed at me and everyone were like, oh, I hate him. But I probably laughed at him. Let's have a look. What about a one-off explorer? I don't want to go exploring with other people. I would with Ben. I think Ben would be brilliant. I would with Adam, but it'd have to be something pretty special. I wouldn't just want to go to a cottage with Adam. I want to go cottaging with Adam. I can tell you this now because I don't think it's going to happen. So I don't know if anyone's seen. I'll show you. Kazakhstan. Oh, did I spell Kazakhstan? Right. I don't know if you've ever seen these before. Although I've just put spell. I don't know why I actually put spell on there. So in Kazakhstan, there are some Russian space shuttles, and I'm hoping you can see that. And they're in a big bunker or a big hangar in Kazakhstan. They're also guarded by the Russians because the Russians own it. Now, when the Russian-Ukrainian war started, the the security dropped a little bit, and a couple of people managed to get in there and film it, and that's where these photos have come from. And ever since then, it's been somewhere I've really wanted to go. I've gone on about it to everyone. Me and Andy thought about it, but we were a bit scared. And then I talked about it with Dan from Fighters. Never happened, because although I love Dan to pieces, he is the most disorganized person, an unreliable person I've ever met. You'll say, oh, we'll do this. You go, yeah, and that'll never happen. So then I was talking to, I don't know if you know a guy called Escapade, he's Dale, he's friends with Adam Mark. They used to go out a lot together before Escapade moved to Scotland. And we talked about us three going. And I mean, this is like in the last couple of months we've been talking about it. And we agreed that we'd do it, but we had to look at flights and when we were all available and stuff like that. And the flights were expensive. I think they were about £600 each, which was a lot return. So anyway, we had started to plan it, look into it. And then I was talking to Jamie Robb, the one from Ireland. And he said, look, I'm interested in going, but let me talk to my French friends who've been. And it turned out that his French friends went, and he'd not spoken to them since, and that's because they'd been put in a Russian prison for 48 hours. They'd been locked up in a Russian prison because, yes, the security isn't as bad, but they've got special forces there now. The Russian special forces are based there. So they got caught and they got locked up and got fined. In fact, oh no, they didn't get fined. They had to pay a guy to take them to show them the way in. And they had to pay €5,000 to this person to get them in, which is crazy. I'm not going to do that. Matt, come down and metal detect our gardens. I'll buy you. You know what? If I can get some good locations near yours, I will do that. Explore with secret vaults. Never fucking again am I exploring with him. And yes, I know you put that on purpose, bleeding Simon Wilson. One sec. Do the girls want? No, the girls have been on an explore with me back in the day. They now, especially my middle child, hate the fact that I do YouTube. They absolutely hate it because it's embarrassing. So they're not as bad as they used to be. When they were like 14, 15, 16, they hated it. Now they just understand that I do it, but I'm not allowed to talk about it in front of their boyfriends or anything. So it is what it is. Let's have a look. Secret vaults are some serious issues. I could tell you more than... I'm not going to tell you anything, but anyway. Um, yeah, he's. I've seen him do something pretty bad, which I'm not going to get into. But get into a Russian prison, you'll never get out. It's true. Although they were in there for 48 hours, I just can't think of anything worse. And the thing is, as well, once you get locked up for something like that by the Russians, it probably means that you can't go to a lot of places, and I don't want to be in that. So let's have a look. It'll only help your channel. Oh yes, it'll only help my channel being locked up. Your channel will grow if you meet up with it. I have never been one of these people that try and kiss arse to channels that are bigger than mine. Adam Mark's channel used to be smaller than mine. Ghost Theory's channel used to be... In fact, Ghost Theory came out with us when their channel was smaller than ours. Adam Mark came on our he came to the meetup. In fact, it says on the table over there somewhere, something sexual written by Adam Mark, before he was as big as us. So, like, the only people really I've ever been out with that are bigger are Exploring with Fighters and people like, what's it called? Exploring with Josh. But I've never been one of these people that think, oh, I'm going to go on their channel so I can grow. No, I am me. I do my own thing. I don't follow around the crowd and start begging off other people to get their viewers as well. If people want to come and watch, they come and watch. If they don't, they don't. But I don't want them to come and watch because I've been on someone else's video. I want to do it because I've done what I've done. So, anyway. Let's have a look. I bet the food in Russian prison is vile. Well, actually, the food in Russia was lovely, so you just never know. I've subscribed to both channels, but I watch yours, Matt. Look, at the end of the day, I've got no bad blood about any other channel, really. There's a couple that I really don't like them, but I always want people to be successful. We had a bit of a thing, Ghost Theory, and we did it on purpose, obviously, to try and boost us both up to hit 100,000. They smashed it. They're miles in front of that because they do paranormal, but I'm so pleased for them. There is no bad thoughts, bad feelings to anyone. Like I said, Adam Mark used to be behind us. Dan from Fighters started at the same time as us, and we had more subscribers than him. There's loads of people that are in front of us now, and I could feel like, oh, fucking wankers. I've worked really hard, but so what? I love what I do. I don't care what anyone else does. I'm so pleased for him. I'm so pleased. That Jamie Robb, he will go on to be bigger than us. Don't care. I just love that he's enjoying it and he's getting to do this as a job as well, just like I am. It's amazing. Like, the opportunity to do it is amazing. So why would you be like, fucking don't want them to? They're not my competition. They're my friends. So, anyway. Have you explored the Edinburgh Castle and Vault, Matt? I've been into the tunnels near Edinburgh Castle, but not for a video. Let's have a look. Your channel is much more interesting with all the history and the behind the scenes. You know what? I think behind the scenes has killed the channel and made it so I enjoy it more. And that makes no sense at all. I started the behind the scenes stuff just over a year ago. Since then, the views on my exploring videos have plummeted. And I mean, like, after the first week, I would be expecting to be on about 15,000 views. Now, I'd be lucky if we hit 10,000 views. It's like, well, maybe 7,000, 8,000 views on a main channel, Sunday video. Although it's still making as much money, pretty much. But then I've got all my midweek videos as well. And I love doing them. And that's the thing for me. I would rather... I think views are just... I don't know, vain. Like your vain side. It's what people see. Oh, that video's got 20,000 views. That one's got 100,000. That's got 1 million. It's your... Oh, look at me. Look what I can do. But really, the main thing for me is, one, do I enjoy it? And two, is it making me money? If it's doing both of those things, it can get 10 views for all I care. So it's funny. The only thing that has been affected by views dropping on each video is brand deals. If you've noticed, we've not really had any brand deals like HelloFresh, because they look at your average views and that's what they're bothered about. So obviously midweek videos are getting like 3,000-4,000 views, and a Sunday video is getting 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 views, whereas before they were getting 15,000, 20,000 views, and I wasn't doing the midweek one, so the average was really high. So we don't get brand deals as a result of that, which is a shame. But let's have a look. I think we get to know you more on the bit. Yeah, and that's it. I think sometimes the behind the scenes are a bit hard to do, because, for example, if I'm doing a trip where I go to France and I've got to drive and drive and drive, I feel bad for just showing you out the window all the time. I genuinely do, but I also feel under pressure not to stop and show you around places. But for example, on this one, I had a little bit more time to go and show you excursions and going under those vaults and stuff like that. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So sometimes the behind the scenes are going to be brill. Sometimes not as good, but there's always something in there that makes it worthwhile watching, I think. Let's have a look. Matt, your channel is the only channel my kids will sit and watch with me. Oh, that's good. And I love that. I love the fact that it is generational. Like it's not just one set of people that will watch it. I know that Freddie's friends, Joe, watches every single one of my videos, and I love that. But then also I know that like 70, 80-year-olds are watching it as well. It's crazy, really. Let's have a look. What's I feel like Yorkshire Gamers saying something. What have they said? Can't actually see. Oh, thank you. No, I'm not ever going to do the ghost ones. Like I say, I might do something as a one-off. Like I've done them in the past where I've done a one-off and I've gone and done something with someone else. But it's never going to be my thing. I'm never going to, regardless, I'm never going to become a paranormal channel. If something happens in a video, then like we'll talk about it. And I'm very open-minded. I'm not going to say to you, it's a ghost. Oh my God, it's definitely a ghost. But I'm also not going to say, oh, it's probably the wind. I'm very much like, it could be this or it could be that. I'll let you decide. Like, we don't know, do we? So what's the point of actually saying what it is? What's the plans after Egypt? So, like I said, I go away. It's only the 15th to the 19th that I go away. So that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then I'm due to go away again like 2 days later. I think I'm due to go away again on the 21st, so 2 days later. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to be absolutely dead, you know. I'm going to be so tired. But hopefully that'll be in the UK. So, thank you very much, Gina. That is you entered into the competition. Good luck. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. Then you're doing right. Does anybody want to see me doing an overnight stay locked in Bishton Hall, which is, it's not one that I've got to climb in or anything like that. It's a permission visit, but it's very, very haunted apparently. I will get full access to the whole hall, whereas last time I didn't. I could only go in a certain part of it. So this time it would be all of it. There'd be parts that we've never seen before. And I would, rather than doing a live like last time and get cut off every 5 minutes, I would do a proper overnight video. Who wants to see that? Because if they do, some tosser has been making me try and do it for weeks and weeks and weeks. And if you want to see me, then I'll do it. Will you ever do a porno with the Black Devil doll from hell? No one will understand the reference. No, I don't understand the reference, and no, I won't do a porno with anyone. Yeah. Okay, right, Simon. We will sort it. We will do it. You're a wanker. We will do it 100%. But I don't know when. In fact, let me think. When I come back from the next trip, so I've got Egypt, then I'm away then. We'll do it at the beginning of December. We'll do it at the beginning of December. We will sort it. See, this tosser is right. No, it's not that. I just don't like going back and doing places I've already done. But I suppose if I'm doing bits of it that I've never done before, I suppose it's like a new one. Yes, I did, Gina. Thank you very, very much. Very, very appreciated. In fact, Gina, you're crazy. Thank you so much. So Gina not only has sent me money through here, she's done it through PayPal as well. That's a lot of money, Gina. Thank you so, so much. I'm not doing a photo with you. No, you're not. I'll try and convince Andy to come. But like I said, Andy's been going to sleep at 9 o'clock at night. Although it's not that far away from where he lives. So we'll see. We'll have to put pressure on him. If you know anything to do with Andy, if you can message him, tell him he needs to come. Because I'd like him to come as well. I'm 71 and I enjoy your content. I'm always on the edge of my seat. Are you on the edge of the seat because you're ready to rush to the toilet at any second or get your bedpan out? I'm only joking. Let's have a look. Right, if I said to Andy, will you do a porno? He'd probably say yes. In fact, he'd definitely say yes. He's such a weirdo. Give him some Red Bulls. I don't think he likes Red Bull. It's just me that likes Red Bull. Has Andy moved? Yes, Andy has moved. I think he's fine with me telling you this, but Andy is no longer with his wife, and he hasn't been for a while now, and he has moved away. So, but he obviously still sees his daughters and everything. But he lives near Derby, not far from Derby. So he's like an hour and a half away from here. It's not that far. 1 second. I'm trying to think what else. I've got to be careful what I tell you. I can't say anything else. Right. Let me try and find some more questions. Give me some questions. Questions that you want answering. Things that you've been wanting to ask me this whole time since forever. I will answer them as long as it's not anything to do with the length of my penis or Andy's joke. I won't be telling you that. And there'll be some other ones in there as well that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I'm not answering those. Let's see, how many entries have we had so far? I'm just going to see how many people have entered so far. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people have entered the competition so far to win either 15 tickets for the book, to win the book with all the different things. I don't know if you saw, I got a gold coin. It's not gold. I think it might be gold plated. I'm not sure. From the place with all the skulls. I've got a fridge magnet from there as well. I've got other bits and bobs. So there's lots of things that you're going to be able to win, because I'm not going to finish it until I've filled the book. So you will get the opportunity to win that, and you're getting either £75 worth of tickets, £50 worth of tickets, or 25 for anything over £2 sent through paypal.me/findersbeepers. Right, take your dad on an explore. He wouldn't be able to do it because of his knees. He's had his kneecaps replaced. He would struggle. He would really struggle. And I think he would love to as well. I think he's the sort of person that he would like to adventure and explore, but it's a shame, really, you can't do it, because I would like to take him. I wonder what state that old house on the land up in Golspie is in now. Which one? In Golspie? I don't know which one you mean. Let's have a look. Would you do any more metal detecting videos for us again? Yes, I would actually. The only thing is I've lost all my permissions. So with metal detecting, you can't just go out and go, oh, that's a nice looking field. A lot of people do, Roy. A lot of people do things like that, Roy. But if you want to go metal detecting somewhere, you have to get permission off the landowner. And if I don't go very often, it's not really much point me asking people, like as a one-off. But there is one field I could go to that has always, we've found medals on there, military stuff, because it's right next to a big old hall that they used to have injured soldiers in. So it might be worth going there. I'll think about it, we'll see. One sec. I'll give you full permission to come and metal detect me, Debs, you dirty girl. And the thing is, you've probably got some sort of metal butt plug. I am not. And all those piercings down there, oh, no thank you. I am not fumbling around down there. One sec. If you had the money, which one place that you've explored would you love to save? Oh. Obviously, the place I've been this week was amazing. But I think it depends which way you're looking at it. Like, whether it's the history side of it and like what's going to get lost. The stuff that's actually inside there, or just a building alike. We'll go for all three. So if it's the history and the size and the grandeur of the building, the one in France recently, I saw spat on you. The one in France recently where the moat was around it, I would love to save that place. I think it was such a wonderful building with a moat and such good history. It was really old with that weird thing under the tower thing. Really weird place. Definitely that. Also, because of the history of it, probably Coco Chanel's. I'd like to bring that back to its former glory. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth Wheeler. Thank you. That's another entry just gone in. That's the 10th entry. What else? There was another one I just thought of a minute ago. Oh, yeah. Archibald Sinclair's house in Scotland. The one with the uniforms and all the stuff in it from Archibald Sinclair. He was such an important person in our history, and there was so much military history and stuff in there. 100% I'd love to save that. There's loads to be fair. Oh, and that's someone's getting a 10-second timeout for saying we're all leads, aren't we? 10 seconds, see ya. Let's have a look. Can't remember if you've got a drone arm or not. A drone arm. I've got scars on my arm from my drone, but I don't know what that means. Have you ever thought about learning another language? So, Freddie's currently doing Duolingo. That's why this live started a little bit late. He's got Duolingo and he's doing Italian at the moment. He's really good. He's a level 10 Italian learner and he's doing really well. I've picked stuff up from it, but I've never been good at languages. I'm good at remembering certain words, but then all the joining words I can't do. I can't make sentences. I'm dyslexic. I struggle with the English language. So yeah, it's an issue. Oh, Lisa Horton. Thank you very much, Lisa Horton. Just seen that come through. Oh, is Freddie in? Freddie! Oh, Fred's, you looking forward to Egypt, mate? I'm definitely looking forward to it. That's so strange. I was just talking about you and then you pop in. Freddie, tell us what the word for... Oh, you're not... The only problem is Freddie can't spell the words. Give me a word, the word for... I don't know. I can't think of one now. Table. Give me a word for table. Let's have a look. I was talking about that with my friend. Were you really? Let's see, what else? Any more questions? Yes, I have got a drone at the moment. I don't know why you said a drone arm. Are you going to put the camera on bare again soon? The problem with that is editing time. This is why I tried to get an editor, to take a bit of the stress and strain off me. Because it's one thing I've got to film. Andy always sort of used to be in charge of Bear. So he'd sort the camera out on him. He'd do stuff while I was filming. If I have to keep stopping to sort Bear out, to make sure there's nobody coming in, to make sure I'm filming the right things, talking about the right stuff, it's a lot to do. Then I've got to go back, edit all that video, edit Bear's video, which is actually worse than editing my own. It's just a lot of work to do, a lot of work. So that's why I've stopped doing it. I do want to do it again, but at the moment I just find it a little bit too hard. I am so uncomfortable. I'm just going to have to stand up a minute because these chairs are the most uncomfortable things in the world. Pull my shorts up. Oh yeah, I'll get this while I'm here. Just a minute. Just move these things out the way. Oh. Yeah. Beautiful Debs got me a lovely, very soft hoodie. So I thought I'd go and get that while I stretch my legs. But it's so hot in here, there's absolutely no way I can put it on. So it is brill. Oh, that's the third one she's bought me as well. Oh, let's have a look. What else are people saying? I need to turn that back around. Right. What are we talking about? Yeah, Debs is lovely. I feel like I've moved this camera a lot further away now. Let's move it back. Tavolo is table in Italian. Well done, Freds. Well remembered. Let's see what else. Come on, more questions. I want more questions and I can't find any on here. Just lots of hello Freddies. Let me check. I've not missed anybody off the list, so I'll tell you who has got entries into the competition so far. Kim Jeffrey, Lisa Horton, Elizabeth Wheeler, Gina Smith, Kelly Simmons, Aldith Quinn, Rachel Swarbrick, I can never get your surname right. Luke, Paul Clinton, Edith Manders, Cindy Wood, Ellen Quinn. And Asti Kennels. I missed Asti Kennels off there as well. You are all entered into the competition. So, right, more questions. It's been lovely in the past few days in Northern Ireland. Oh, in Ireland. Don't know why I said Northern Ireland. It's been banging it down here. Any locations you've explored before that you plan on revisiting again? Now, I don't do revisits, not on purpose anyway. There has been times when I've gone on an explore and accidentally gone to the same one twice. I have done that before, but that's because Andy used to have all the pins and now I've got them, so I don't know where the original ones were. What I wouldn't mind doing is, because I know people really like these overnight things that I do, I wouldn't mind doing an overnight stay at somewhere I've been before that people really liked. But I want people to suggest where they'd like me to go. Some of them might not be accessible anymore. Some of them might be just so far away I can't be bothered to do them. But I would like to do some more because people seem to like them and I quite like them as well. The only thing is, up to now, like everyone I've done, something's been going on. There's been like a storm outside, or some black paint has just arrived on stuff and we're confused by it, or like we've heard stuff moving about. I just know that one day I'm going to do one and nothing's going to happen. But I would be interested to know where people would like me to go if I did. Let's have a look. He won't know where it is, but it was in York. where he went to drive. What would the cost be involved to refurbish some of these beautiful places? Like literally from not that much, because some of them actually wouldn't take much. For example, the place that I went to in Italy a few months back, and we had a beautiful sunset, and it was quite a 1930s looking house. It got a piano on the stairs that went round. Next to nothing to get that sorted. Just bang some furniture in it. Looked absolutely perfect. Whereas the place that I went to that was in yesterday's video with the gun against the head, you're talking millions. And I mean millions. It's up for sale for £1.3 million. And to do it up, I reckon would be at least 5 times that. You would need a fortune to do it, because structurally it's a mess in a lot of places. You couldn't, it's grade 1 list, they're equivalent to grade 1 listed over there, so you couldn't just knock stuff down. You'd have to do things right, so it'd cost a fortune. Let's have a look. I'd love to see him do the spicy wings challenge. I would like to go. I have said I want to stop doing spicy things because I have done a lot of those challenges. Like the one chip challenge made me want to die, and I'm never having Carolina Reapers again. After I had those 4, I thought I was going to die. But I would do the wings thing. I can't remember what it's called now. It's a YouTube channel, isn't it? And they get spicier as you go along. I would do that. What's the most interesting place you took a poo in the wild? And have I ever been caught having a poo? I've never been caught having a poo, only by a cat. There was a cat once came up behind me while I was having a poo. That was quite strange. I've never been caught having one though. Andy had a poo in a mine. I've had a poo in a bunker next to a palace, which is what you saw at the weekend. Oh, you haven't seen it yet. You'll see it in tomorrow's video. You don't actually get me to see me pooing. Where else? You know the place where the alarms went off? Not where the woman came. The one where the woman was speaking over the speaker. I had one just outside there. And that was quite scary because I thought I was going to get caught having that. There's been lots of places I've had poos. Like literally, I open both car doors sometimes and just squat down. Anyway, what is a street? Streak. Might mean streak, Freddie. Oh, and obviously the poo in the castle with the sock. Of course, forgot about that one. That was a very high profile one. If money was no object, what the place you'd like to buy? I suppose that's similar to the question we've just had, but I think probably the place. Oh, I like the place with the moat, but maybe if you search for Chateau Bon Hotel, that's the one where the alarms went off. Probably there. I liked it in there. What's the most important item you've managed to save in a building you've found? So, good question. There was a place where I found an Italian uniform quite recently in Italy, and it was the house that I just drove past, and I noticed it, and I went in, and it was unbelievable. It got all the pictures of this soldier all around the house, black and white pictures, and then getting mouldy in the cellar was a box with his uniform, his hats, everything with it. Like literally every part of his uniform was in there. His helmet, his gas mask, everything. And I got contacted by a guy that's a local historian. Well, he wasn't even local, he lived miles away. And he contacted the police and contacted local authorities and asked if he was allowed to go in there, retrieve it, and sort it out, and he did, and it was unbelievable how well they did that and how well it looked. And it's such a shame we can't do that in the UK. His helmet. A streak on Duolingo. Freddie, your streak on Duolingo is... Wait a minute. Freddie's streak on Duolingo is 121. He's on a 121-day streak. He's doing pretty well with it, to be fair. And he is in, one sec. He's in the Amethyst League. He's doing really well. Really, really well. Very proud of him, to be fair, with that. One sec. I've been watching the older vids of houses with letters and photographs. I love to those explores when you're so excited and make it exciting. You know, I do love those, but they're harder and harder to find. And the thing is, the ones, if you notice, I tend to go for bigger, grander buildings when I go to places like France, Italy and stuff like that. I do like all the little things that you get to look at, but when they're in other countries, I don't feel like I've got the same connection to them. So, like, I open a letter and I can't read it, or I'll find something, oh God, and it's maybe like a French toy, and it's not something I remember. So I love it in the UK doing places like that, but maybe not so much abroad. I just need a drink. Let's have a look. Who plays football? You're not Freddie. Who are you asking that question to? There's not going to be many people in here that play football. What are the trespass laws like where you've gone? I tend to just not check them, and the reason for that is I think the more I think about it, the less likely I'm going to do it. So if I go somewhere and I know that they are quite welcome to shoot you, I'll probably not go. That's one thing about America that puts me off. I think, like, one, the history is not quite the same in America. There is, like, I love the Wild West history, and that's like, what, late 1800s, mid 1800s or something like that. I love all that, but then there's not much before that. So I know it goes back to like the 1700s, and then you've got your Native Americans and all that, but it's not quite the same, and that's why I tend to lean towards going to Europe, because there's a lot of unspoiled history in Europe. Let's have a look. All the police are after him. You know what? I have got speeding tickets in France, Italy, possibly Poland now. Where else? I've had them in the UK, but they're all sorted now. Holland and Germany. So I probably am a wanted man in most of those countries. I got 9 speeding tickets in half an hour in Italy once. What happened with Bear as of now? He's sat down there. That's what happened to Bear. I'll be getting Interpol warrants through probably. Now this new thing's come into place as well, where you have to give them your fingerprints, because it's all gone biometrics and all that. Give me your fingerprints and you take your photo. Probably will be coming back on me a lot more. They can't come after you if you took your own car to France. No, they can't. They don't. At the moment, it just doesn't work like that. You can't. If you get a hire car, they'll send you a fine for getting a letter from the police and forwarding that on to you. But I haven't paid any of the fines, including my own car. So, 1 second. That is very xenophobic, Debs. You can't say that. Do you plan on returning Bear into future videos? We've already said this. At the end of this month, hopefully I'm going to be doing some UK explores. So all the British police have his mugshot up in the station. Yeah, probably are. All right, sorry, Debs. Debs is arguing against me, so she's getting put in time out for 10 seconds. Are you able to do currency exchange in American dollars sometimes? Why would you use American dollars? Nobody uses American dollars in Europe. Why would they? Not at all. Like, I wouldn't ever, like, for a start, when I go to places, Egypt may be different because I know Morocco was a lot of the places I'll need cash. And I know in some African places they do accept euros, pounds, and dollars, but I would always use their currency anyway. In addition to that, I tend to use my card. Wherever I am, I'll use my phone. So I'll use my phone wherever. It's literally just ding, done, sorted. I don't change money because, one, you've got your exchange rate when you get it changed over, and then you've got your exchange rate when you change it back. I know a lot of them don't do the extra charge when you get it changed back, but it's too much hassle. Just pay on my phone. Let's have a look. I would just be interested in the exchange if you ever go out that way. Now, like I said, I wouldn't get notes or money from any country. I just use my phone. Was the worst explore when you fell? Oh God, that was bad. That when I fell through the. If you've not seen it, I'll put it on now if I can find it. I think most people have seen it, but it just happens to be in my favourites. So if I can find it, I'll show you. But yeah, where I fell through the floor, it was bad. Like, that injury has hung around for ages, just like my knees. My knees are just about better now, but it's taken a year to get better. Where is it? Oh, it's here. So anyone that's not seen this, wait a minute. Let's put it this way.
Anyway, let's keep going.
That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. I don't actually know how I managed to get myself back to the apartment I was staying in, because I'd cracked my pelvis and I still climbed over a fence, over a gate, and I continued the explore afterwards. How many other explorers would continue the explore? How many would after having a gun against their head? Not many. And the thing is, I just think, this is what I think, you've been through a load of crap, a load of shite. Why not do the good thing you went there for as well? Like, get that done as well. At least then you get something out of it, other than just being in pain. So, let's have a look. That fall scared me so much. I thought you'd had it. Yeah. Well, I actually didn't fall that far, but how I landed really hurt. But if the thing I landed on hadn't been there was a metal spike, probably 6-7 feet long underneath it. Just a big metal spike sticking out the floor. If I'd landed on that, it would have gone straight through me. I would have been like a shish kebab. It would have been bad. How about that rusted spiral staircase? The one in Ireland. The one in Ireland that was like this as I was going up it. That was pretty bad. I enjoyed that though. I do, you know what? People are always like, oh, I'm so sorry for you. And like, I love it. I love people care. I don't think that I'm not being like, I think it's brilliant when people are nice about things. But people are always like, oh, I hope you're recovering. I hope everything's all right. And I don't know how you're going to be able to go back out and do it again. And I'm always like, yeah, these are the best explorers. They're my favourites. When things like that go wrong, they are my favourites. Or something out of the ordinary happens. Because they're the things you remember. They're the stories I don't remember climbing into an house and it was dead easy and going round and looking at stuff and walking back out. I forget things like that. The things I remember is the stuff that's gone wrong and the stories I can tell my grandkids when they're born in the future, hopefully a long time in the future. But they're the bits that I'll look back on in years to come and go, oh, do you remember when this happened? Do you know what I mean? They're the good bits. So, let's have a look. Right, let's see. Which video was that from? I can't really. If somebody wants to try and find that video and put the link in, please do. But I can't find it myself at the moment. Oh, yeah, definitely. It was just a step. I'd cut my legs to pieces as well. You're an horrible person, Simon. Let's see if there's any more. Oh, yeah, I dropped that manhole cover on my finger. That were bad. What else did I do? I got stuck in that manhole. Always having problems with manholes, not that sort. What else? Right. Well, I broke my ribs 3 times now while I've been exploring, and a lot of people think one of those was because of someone, that priest man pushing me down the stairs. That was weird because I felt like I wasn't due to fall, and suddenly I was falling. So, when I fell off the roof of the airplanes, I've still got, I don't think you'll see it, but still got the scars there from that and on my leg. I know. Oh, thank you, Sam Sweeting. Very much appreciated. Love you very much as well. Do you encounter other animals besides rats in abandoned places? Not inside. There's obviously bats and birds, but not really inside. We do come across a lot of muntjac deer because they make the most horrible noise ever, and they're like little tiny deer. They're not very big deer. You get those quite a bit. And foxes, they make horrible noises. We hear them a lot. Owls, but not really very much else, which you think you would really, but there's not loads of wildlife in the UK anyway, or nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, dead cats. There's plenty of dead cats. Funniest falls in the big drop in the garden where you got stuck in the middle of the nettles. That wasn't me, that was Andy. Andy fell into that pond. Thank you, Patrick Adventures. Thank you, by the way, for such a great explores. Thank you very much. And I'm not saying this for any other reason but for your own benefit. Rather than doing it through the YouTube donation, do it through paypal.me. Get it on here again. paypal.me/findersbeepers, because you will automatically be entered into the draw to win either 15 tickets, 10 tickets, or 5 tickets for the book, the new book that will have loads of different stuff in from all over, including Egypt. I want to get some really good stuff from Egypt as well. So that's basically £75 worth, £50 worth, or £25 worth of tickets for any donation over £2. So thank you for everybody that has so far. Right. You have filmed some of the biggest spiders I've ever seen. Now, don't say that to the Australians, because they'll all go mad going, oh, they're all tiny. Do you remember when I ate that toilet spider? That mummified toilet spider? That was a long time ago. Was that Andy? No, it was definitely Andy. Oh, are you not getting too mixed up with 2 different videos? There was the one where my shoe came off outside and explore as we were walking outside, and then there was some cows and Andy got scared and we were slipping over in the mud. That was one. But then the other one was where I was saying to Andy, don't walk any further, there's a pond there, don't walk any further, and next thing you were in. And that were nettles. What's the weirdest thing you found and explore? There's been some pretty weird things over the years. I think the most concerning one was recently on the first one in Slovakia, and I've pretty much had it confirmed that the piece of pelvis that I found was a baby's pelvis, a human child's pelvis, but we already know that that place was used to murder lots of Jewish people, including babies. It's really strange as well, because I'd mentioned about it and then found it. So yeah, that was that sort of weird. That was very weird, to be fair. What else? We've found some very old-fashioned things that don't really exist anymore. So like there was a thing that sort of like displayed pictures. It must have been worth a fortune, to be fair. It was like it displayed old pictures I can't really explain it, but yeah, there's some very odd things, like weird looking dolls and things that look a bit voodoo-ish and stuff in the past. During exploring, has Bear got into bad situations? Yeah, so if you watch his video, we're off exploring and we're like, where's Bear? Next thing, he comes in absolutely soaked, wet through, and we still, oh no, we weren't sure because there was a hole that dropped into the cellar from the floor above, but there was also some steps down, and we were panicking that he'd fallen from the floor above into this big thing of water in the cellar. But then we looked back on his camera and he'd slipped down the stairs. He'd literally gone on the stairs, slipped, and ended up in the water. He was absolutely soaked, absolutely soaked. That was good. Obviously, the man under the bed, that's the most famous one. Oh, the vibrator you could hear on the floor outside. Yeah, that was at that pink house in London. But that was weird because, like, it had not been on and we weren't stood anywhere near it. We'd not walked past it or anything. And the next thing, it's just going by itself, which is really odd. Let's have a look. Oh, thank you. Yes, you go and be a hero, and we will try and sort out Bishton Hall. God, I need to stand up again. This chair is the most uncomfortable chair. Yeah, it was really good when Bear got wet. Right, what excuse can I have for getting up? I'm just going to get up and walk to the other side of the room. Oh, give me some questions while I'm stretching my legs, because that is so uncomfortable. Oh, dear. There we go. What about the huge ginger cat? Yeah, that was maybe one of Bear's first ever explores. That was the same house that people were scared that I was going to fall down that well. That well was so deep. You know what? I would love to go. It's not abandoned, I don't think, anymore, that place. I think it's lived in now. But I would love to go back and send some camera with a torch down there, or even find a way to get down there. That was so good, that place. What else we got? See if I can find any more. How do you always wear shorts during exploring? Aren't you worried about your legs getting cut up? Yeah, they get cut constantly. My legs are always, like, if you look at my legs close up, they're like a crisscross of little tiny white scars all over the bottom of the legs. In fact, I've got a cut on my leg now. There's a big cut and a bruise at the bottom of this leg. Just is what it is, like, it's part of it. But the thing is, I was going through that many pairs of jeans, tracky bottoms and all sorts. I was just ripping them constantly. I just thought, sod it. And now I don't actually think I own a pair of trousers or jeans at all. I only wear shorts. Let's have a look. Strangest stranger you encountered, and has any animal ever attacked you? I haven't been attacked by an animal, but I've had a fair few different things fly in my face. So I've had a barn owl fly at my face. Bats. Oh, I got that cut on my hand from the bat, which worried me a little bit, like, because then a couple of days later a woman died of rabies from Barnsley. That worried me quite a lot, to be fair. What else? Oh, strangest strangers. I think the one that we were the most scared of, me and Andy were just exploring, and all of a sudden, two men with guns just appeared. They'd been out shooting, and they weren't bothered. They just came and talked to us for a bit, and I think it was in the video, but we didn't really put it in the video much. I think I showed the guns, but we didn't want to stick cameras up and start filming them. But yeah, there was two blokes with guns that had been out hunting, and they just were there. They just appeared from nowhere. It was very weird. Oh, those fleas. Yeah, the fleas were horrible. Absolutely awful, those fleas. They were not. Oh, they're making me itch thinking about it. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're talking about war wounds, things that I've done over the years. Let's see if I can find some photos for you. I think I've got, there we go. So we will go with the fingers, the squished fingers, and I think that's another one of them. Beautiful. Oh, that's my leg when I fell off the where the aeroplanes were, and my wrist where I fell off where the aeroplanes were. That went horrible actually after a bit, all bruised and horrible. That I'm gonna have to zoom in on that. That's part of my butt cheek. A big bruise on there. Oh yeah, that's where I fell off the aeroplane, and my ankle were a right mess, proper mess. I think my ankle was worse than my wrist. My stomach, from climbing through a window and getting it caught on something. I think that's all I've got on photos. So yeah, some. I know it is like a barcode. I was talking about having a barcode tattoo on my arm for that reason. Let's have a look. Oh, the wobbly plank. So anyone that doesn't know about this, we went to a place in Liverpool, and the only way you could get into the building was the Fruit Exchange. It's a brilliant building. We were one of the first people ever to get in there since it had been shut down, because the dust was about that thick in there. So anyway, the way to get in was you had to go in the building next door, which was student residential flats. So we went in there, up to the top floor, and out through the fire escape onto the roof. And then when you got on the roof, there was a plank that had been put from one building onto the next building. So you're talking I don't know, 10 foot from one building to the next. And it was 5 floors up, 5 floors up. So you're talking about an 80-foot drop, maybe between 50 and 80-foot drop, a big drop, a very, very big drop. And so first we went with a bloke called Matt Hooper. He crawled across it and got in the window at the other side. Then Andy crawled across it, and Andy's so scared of heights. Massive props to him for doing it. Me, being me, thought, right, fuck this, let's just walk across it. And I got halfway across, and the board went like that. It tipped, because it obviously wasn't flat on both sides, so it tipped. And I went like that, and if I'd fallen, I'd have been dead. It was between the two buildings, and they got air conditioning units or something all down the side. So the only way I would have survived if I'd maybe hit one of those. But if I'd not, 100% dead. 100% dead. So it would have been really, really bad. Really bad. Matt's 9 lives are well gone by now. I don't know how I survived. My mum always says, in fact, I think she put it on my card this year, I don't know how you're still here. I didn't expect you to survive past 10. So here we go. I've done all right. Because you've got to remember, and this isn't a joke, people joke about, oh, well, you dropped on your head as a baby. I actually was. When I was 6 months old, my sister dropped me on my head and fractured my skull on a concrete floor. She was about 11 or 12, I think, and she was holding me, and I kicked off her. She was holding something like butter in her hands, and I kicked off her, and I just went head first and plummeted and hit the floor, fractured my skull. So ever since then, I've just been a liability. I've done all sorts. I broke my back, I broke my ribs, I broke my fingers, broke my thumbs, I broke my wrists and ankles. I've done everything. So my sister is vile. My sister is vile. I don't want to go into it too much, but I did love my sister. My sister was brilliant. She was my best friend. She used to do all sorts for me until she stole lots of money from me. And I mean tens of thousands of pounds and tens of thousands of pounds off my mum and dad and tens of thousands, £100,000 off my granddad, and ultimately was the reason my granddad died. So I cannot stand what she has become, but she was brilliant. She was a brilliant sister growing up. But we don't talk about her. Let's have a look. You're going to do music videos. I would love to do some more. However, there's a couple of reasons why it's a bit awkward. One, filming it. So you've got to remember, when Andy's there, he can film me. And I've got to follow the music. So we used to do it where we'd play the music and Andy would start off the music and film, and then I'd go at the right moment. You've got to remember, when it's just me, I've got to somehow manage to film myself, play the music, and do it all at the same time. It's very difficult. Like, I always used to do the editing for it, and that's a pain as it is. So everything else, it's hard. It's hard to do. Don't say sorry about things like that. That happened years ago. Like, I've not spoken to my sister for over 10 years now. And really, I blame her, but I also blame, it's her husband. Her husband caused it all through greed, a lot of greed. But she should have never turned her back on her family. She should have turned her back on him. But anyway, we will not go into that too much. Yeah. Anyone that doesn't understand the whole button problem, I don't like buttons because of my sister. She used to shove them up my nose and in my ears, like just messing about. But she used to torment me with them, and it got to the stage where then I just were freaked out by them, but for a totally different reason. Because I don't mind if I've got a shirt on with buttons on, not a problem. I don't like buttons when they're not on stuff, and I hate them even more when they've got a bit of cotton hanging out of them. Ugh, horrible. But the thing I hate even more than that is cotton wool. I cannot stand the feeling. I have to chew my tongue. And I don't know if you notice this as well. A lot of people notice I tap a lot. You know, if I'm worried about something, or if I'm thinking about something, I'll do that. I'll tap. I'm not autistic, before you say anything. It's just something I do. I don't know why. Let's have a look. My sister pushed a knitting needle through my ear with one hand, and she held a knife to my tummy with the other. Bleeding heck, Debs! Who needs enemies when you've got family like that? How are you finding PIN in the UK? I think a lot of people are losing interest in the UK due to places getting trashed, and that is exactly why I've not been doing the UK. I want to do some in December, but honestly, I think if I'd carried on doing the UK, I would have lost interest by now, because you've got people like Adam Mark, who I love and does amazing content, and I'm not knocking him in any way, but he's doing revisits, he's going abroad, and it's because everybody's struggling for places. It's become so popular in the UK, which is quite a small place, that everywhere's been found. All the good stuff's been found, and if it hasn't, it's been trash. I would love to do more stuff in the UK. Let's have a look. Yeah, or quickly sealed up. You've got a couple of days window and that's it. Yeah, Rob J, if you've got any decent ones, let me know. I want to do some down south, I think. God, everybody's getting blocked. I hit my brother with a hairbrush when I was a kid. Well, I did get my sister back, because when I was a couple of months older, she was changing my nappy, and she opened the nappy up to change it, and I pissed in her mouth. So, got you back. I'm in Wales next weekend. Yeah, once I've gone to Egypt, I want to either do something in Wales, something in Southern England. There's nothing in Northern England. There's nothing in the Midlands. So there we go. My oldest is, well, to be fair, Lacey, you can tell that she's put out all her cigarettes on you. In fact, it looks like she's maybe put out her fire, her full-on campfire on your face. My brother threw a dart into my leg. Ow. Me and Freddie have started playing darts. And yeah, I like darts. Let's have a look. It'd be quicker saying what you haven't injured. Yeah, it's true. Right, more questions. We've got about 25 minutes until I'm done. 25 more minutes. This is your last chance, because in the last 10 minutes, I'm going to do a draw out for the winners of the tickets. So if you haven't paid through paypal.me/findersbeepers to get your ticket, to get your entry in, do it now. You're running out of time. This is your last chance. It's your own stupid fault. You're missing out, and it's only down to you. If you want £75 worth of tickets, £50 worth of tickets, or £25 worth of tickets, this is your opportunity to do it. So get in there and get it done. God, like a bleeding salesman. Have you ever thought about going to prepare Chernobyl? Well, if I'd had more time this time, things floating in front of my face, I would have gone to Chernobyl, not to Chernobyl, I would have gone to Ukraine. When I was in Poland, I was very, very much considering popping into Ukraine for a bit. However, it's out of bounds again now, Pripyat, because of the war. And although I do put myself in risk and in danger, I'm not stupid enough to go somewhere like that when there's an active war, because I do value my family and what they think, and I know that they worry. So if I just pop it into Ukraine, even in the safe bit, they'd worry. But to go somewhere like that, I just think would be purely irresponsible. There's taking risks, and then there's just being stupid. And I feel like at the moment that would be stupid. Also, in addition to that, when it was open to the public and people could pay to go on tours, it became fucking Disneyland. That's not what I want. I would go there, but it wouldn't be an explore. It'd just be going to have a look. So, how's the eye? Weirdly, it's not quite been right since. So it was this eye. Was it this eye? Yeah, this eye. And ever since, it's been a bit itchy. And every time I rub my eyes, it's hot again. So I don't know whether I've got something underneath my eyelid. Like I've still got some of the stuff under there, or if in my eyelashes or something, because when I do it, it burns. But the main things that were burning afterwards were my lips. All this side of my mouth was on fire. In my ear was just horrendous. It gone right, because obviously when he squirted it, I went like that, and it's carried on squirting and gone straight into my big lug hole. So, if you watch old videos, do you get ad revenue? Of course I do, yeah. So the channel grows the more videos I put out, because obviously then more people can still watch the older ones as well, and it expands and expands. So that's why I said to you, the money's not, even though the views have gone down on the weekly videos, the money hasn't gone down because I'm getting it from older videos as well. So obviously there's not as many on the older videos, but they're still plodding along all the time. I think when I did the Coco Chanel mansion, it was on 95,000 views after like a few months. It's now on 177,000 views. So over that time, it's almost doubled, because people are continuing to watch them. And that, it's brilliant. If you like watching the old videos, do it, because it does help massively. Let's have a look. What are the laws like in Europe compared to... I don't check the laws. I've said this before, because I don't want to know. I'd rather just do it. So, for example, in Italy, Andy got caught by the police, and they just checked his thing. Gina! That does get you another entry, by the way, Gina, but thank you so much. You've sent so much money, though. That is a lot. Thank you. Right, just make sure you've got it right. It's paypal.me/findersbeepers if you can't find it. Not paypal.com. It's paypal.me/findersbeepers. Make sure you've got it all typed in right. Gina has donated so much money tonight. Thank you so much. But yeah, I think it would worry me more knowing the rules. But like I said, France, you just get turfed out. They can be funny in France. I've heard of people having their equipment taken off them, but that's only down in the Paris catacombs. They'll take cameras off you and confiscate it for 2 months, which for me would be absolutely catastrophic. It would be horrendous. But I don't know. There's different rules in different places, but for me, my job is about breaking the rules, so I'm going to break them wherever I go. And if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. Well, that's how I look at it. How do you stop yourself taking stuff knowing it's decaying away? It's very hard. I won't lie, there are certain things. And you know what? It's not usually monetary value. It's not things with monetary value that I want to take. It's things like postcards from World War One, or really important letters, photographs, big albums of photos from the mid-18 to late 1800s, things that really meant something to someone. They're the things I want to save. Military uniforms. Like, I have seen stuff where I've desperately wanted to take it. I've seen stuff that's worth a fortune, but it's never really been a pull. But I don't take stuff, because at the end of the day, if everybody went in there and took one item, there'd be nothing in there, and it's not yours to take. I do get it, especially when I see places that, like for example, I went on an explore near Wolverhampton, and I went in there the first time, and then I went back, and I went with Andy the first time, and I didn't realise it was the same place, and I went back, and all the same things were there. All the same things were still there, but the house was slowly falling down and getting worse. And I just think to myself, if nobody's come back for it in 2 years, then why not take it? But then I just think it's just not your place to. Like, we've helped people, relatives, go back and claim their stuff from dead family members that they didn't even know it was there. There was a place in Wales, and I did some research on Ancestry, and I found his nephew or something like that. And there was all these amazing family photos, loads and loads. And he was so excited, like, to go and get them. And he sent photos with him and his dad, and a load of other stuff. Of his dad's brother. They were all photos of his dad and his dad's brother when they were little. And we managed to save those by getting in contact with him. But if I just took them, there'd be no chance. There'd be no chance of that getting saved and getting passed on. So it is hard. It is very, very hard. It's one of the hardest things in my job not to take stuff. Obviously, I'm a salesman, so I do like the money side of things as well. So it could be tempting to take that sort of stuff, but I'm really not that bothered. Like, money's money. For me, the history is more important. Saving the history. Oh, Robert Charoux's house. A bit of an update for you. So I went in France with Freddie, and there was like the dummy's head, and there's all these amazing things that were owned by Robert Charoux. Well, Robert Charoux's family, because of my video, have come forth. They have come forth. They've come forward, not through me, but they've gone to his house and cleared it out. Every single last item has now been removed from the house and taken away and loved and looked after. And I think that's brilliant. You should do a video. The only thing with doing a reuniting with a family kind of thing, I always think, is it going to lead to other issues as well? You know what families are like. So you get one uncle that's come and picked all the stuff up, and then it causes problems with another uncle. I just want to keep away from all that. But yeah, I do stuff behind the scenes to try and get these things saved. And I don't like going on about it, and I don't like shouting about it, because it's not for that reason. It's not like, I know a lot of YouTubers would be like, look at this video I've made of me saving all these things. Like, not me. It's not me. Like, I would rather just do it and save it. Like the medals that I found metal detecting of that lord that lived not far from where I used to live. I got those back to his family, and I could have made £800 for those medals. They were worth a fortune. I ended up giving them back to them, and they gave me a £50 finder's fee. That's fine for me. They're back where they belong. So yeah, there is definite. You could definitely be very greedy and make a lot of money. I know for a fact there's people that have taken substantial items from places and made lots of money from them. Not naming names, nothing to do with me. I'm not getting involved. I think the only thing I could ever justify taking, and this is probably worse in a way, if I went in somewhere and say there was a jar full of £2 coins and it was 500 quid's worth of £2 coins, I could justify myself taking that because it's not sentimental and it had been there for years. And if I'm not going to take it, somebody probably else is probably going to take it if they find it. That I can sort of almost justify. Not quite. Don't know what I would do. I've never been put in that situation, but I don't know what I would do. So let's have a look. Quarter past. So we've got 5 minutes, and then we will do the draw. Do you think you've ever experienced paranormal? 100%. Like, I know a lot of people don't believe in ghosts, don't believe in paranormal. I do, but I'm not a ghost hunter, and I never will be. But that doesn't mean I don't believe in stuff. I've seen things, I've heard things, I've felt things. I think the feeling things is the biggest one. Like, the feeling in a room is just totally different. Like, I can't explain it. And I've seen stuff like people walking across the stairs. Skeletor just fell off the desk. I can't explain it. Doesn't mean 100% it is that, but you obviously have an opinion on what it could be. So we've heard voices in your videos. That's something that really I find bizarre. The voices that turn up in my videos, because, and the whispers and the noises, and I don't know if it's something in people's brains that make you hear those noises, or if it is something really. Because I always think, like, would I not have heard it at the time? But a lot of the times when voices and noises come up, I'll say, oh, I feel a bit weird, or I feel a bit uncomfortable, or something don't seem right, and then it'll pop up in a video. Those sorts of things interest me quite a lot. Like, but I hate it when you see people going, I've got this flashing cat toy, I'm going to put it down here. I've got this flashing bear, I'll put it over there. And if they go off, then it's definitely a ghost. Oh, I've got this app on my phone, and it has these big stick men going like this, and if you see one, that's a ghost. Bollocks. Load of lies. Don't believe in those things at all. One sec. I remember the gong being hit, and it's some of them. It's just some of the things, like, you almost have to think, right, ignore that, because if you don't, it pulls you away from what you're doing. And there's been times where clocks have just started ticking for no reason. When we were on that island in Paveglia, and the bells started ringing. There's no fecking bell in the thing at all. The bell, and you could hear it on the thing. The bells were ringing. Now, it maybe have carried from some other village nearby over the water, but it sounded so real, like it was there. Dolls, making noises and sounds, and oh my god, just all sorts, absolutely all sorts of things. The ghost of Roy will, I'm guessing that's supposed to say, they'll haunt you forever. Limping after us. That clock chiming in the house. We weren't even in the same room as it, and it went off. Like, you could explain it away as like something that's just been sat waiting, and it's right on the edge of doing it, and you bang something and it goes off. It could be that. I'm not saying it's a ghost, but there's so many things that fucking happen that it just seems like everything's set up as a trap for us, going around making noises and bangs, and It's weird. It is weird. Man in the Suicide Farmhouse video. If we'd been once in that video, I would have 100% said it's just a shadow. It's just you imagining that shape. But there's at least 3 times, maybe 4, in that footage where you can see the whole of him or his feet. I'm coming about the cellar. You can see the shadow of person's feet. There's all sorts. So many. That video is demonetized. It won't because it says suicide in the title. I'm gutted about that. Yeah, person walking across the landing. Where could they have gone? If it had been a real person, that they would be there. One sec. What about the radio being on? Oh yeah, when the radio was on upstairs, did it come on randomly or was it just on constantly? I can't remember. I do remember it, but I can't remember exactly. But yeah, so many weird things that can't be explained. There's things that I'm not gonna lie. There's things that I watch in our videos that I think if I was watching that in someone else's video, I would call bullshit. 100%. Like I think the biggest the biggest suspect thing that ever happened in our videos was that broom thing, that blue broom. And there's a few reasons for that. One, it just flew from nowhere, like just appeared. If you're watching that from an outside perspective, I can see that looks a bit weird. Secondly, the broom was at the top of the stairs at one point. So when we walk up the stairs, it was there and then it had moved, it had gone. So that's the second thing that makes it look really dodgy. But this is my theory on what happened with that. So we walked round, we went into one of the rooms, and I think that had got that thing in that I was talking about earlier on that projected the photos. We'd been looking at that. I think it were in there. But anyway, we'd been looking in there, and I said, "Shh, I swear I can hear footsteps." And there was it was quite creaky floors, and I heard someone moving or walking. And the next thing, we'd gone to those stairs, onto the top of the stairs, and all of a sudden this broom had appeared. Now, what I think had happened is somebody creeped upstairs, heard us talking, maybe got hold of the broom for some sort of I don't know if it was a broom or a dustery thing, I can't remember. Got hold of that as protection, just in case we came at them for any reason, and then sneaked back downstairs. We then walked to the top of the stairs, and I don't think the broom came down. I think the broom went up and then fell back down. I think they threw it up and then legged it. So I think it was a person that. I don't think it was a ghost at all. I think a person was there. It makes no sense otherwise. That's my thoughts on it. And if you watch that video back, I can't tell you which one it is for the life of me, but if you watch that video back, you hear me talking about hearing someone moving about, and for me that is the only explanation that makes sense. So how do you find the courage to walk alone in these dark houses and cellars when most people wouldn't do it for £1 million? I actually really like it. It's nice and peaceful, away from people and seeing things. There is times where I do feel like running out of these places. I do feel scared, and I do feel all the same emotions that everybody else does. I'm quite a weird person in a lot of ways, because it sounds so bad. I feel really bad saying this. So there's been times in my own house, which is haunted, by the way, in my own house, where I've heard someone downstairs, and I send Bear down. I go, Bear, go downstairs, and he'll go down and have a look and come back up again. So I do get scared of things, but it's weird because I'll be in an abandoned house that's the thing, when it's in another country, away from your home comforts, away from a police station that you could go to round the corner that you'd know what you were doing, or something happened and you'd know how to react to it. When you're abroad, it's just totally different. So not only does it feel alien because you're in someone else's house, it feels even more so because you're in a different country, and it can feel very unnerving. But I react better to that than I do in my own house when there's a noise downstairs. I will tell you another day about the stories of the ghosts in my house. I've actually been. People will think I'm fucking crazy or I'm some sort of like paranormal freak or something, but I have seen somebody looking around the corner at me about 4 or 5 times in the last couple of weeks in my house, and it's scared me a little bit. But we'll talk about that another day. Let's have a look. I want to go in your house if it's haunted. Honestly, my house, you have to walk across the top of the stairs to get to the toilet, the bathroom. And as I've walked past, in your like peripheral vision, somebody was like this, looking around the bottom door. And as I looked, they moved back. And I sort of saw it as I turned. It was very freaky. But I'm not one of these people that are like, I see spirits all the time and stuff. It's just my house is fucking fucked, I'm telling you. Oh, Gina. Look for my challenge in the comments. I swear Gina's got... Oh, absolutely. Gina. That's part of the challenge. I'll make it worth it. Hey, Matt, if you find another red dress on an Explore, put it on, do a dance, and I promise I'll donate more. Are you up for the challenge? Let's do it for Andy. I promise, I swear, if I can fit in it, I will get in a dress. I'll do it. And what I'll do is, any money that people donate from that, so when I've done it, if anybody donates or whatever, I'll take Andy out for a meal or something. We'll go and do something nice together, me and him together. How's that sound? 100%. I'm always up for a laugh, you know I am. It's just not always as easy when it's just me. I would do more stupid things, but it's just me, so it's hard sometimes. Right, we've gone over time a little bit, so you've got 1 minute. If you want to make a donation to paypal.me/findersbeepers, you've got 1 minute to do it. If you don't do it by then you will not be entered into the competition to win the tickets. You've got 1 minute. Let's have a look. I won't wear the dress out. No chance. Have you seen my rolls of fat? Oh, let's say hello to Beth. Come here. He's just weirdly got up again. Come here. Come on. That's it. You get through all the rubbish that's on the floor. Here he is, look. Let me just make sure you can see him. Just making sure you can actually see him on camera. One sec. There we go. He stinks. He needs a bath. Don't you? Need a bath, don't you? You're a good boy. You're a good boy, aren't you? You're a good boy, aren't you? Oh, shut up there. Oh, he's a good boy. Are you saying hello to everyone? You saying hello to everyone? No, they're not over there. What are you looking for? Oh, you're going. Oh, there. A nightmare dog. Yeah. He's a good boy. He's a good fat boy. Luckily now I can start going out on more walks and stuff because my knees are almost pretty much better now. I was, on one of my last trips, I was really worrying about my left knee. It seems like it's all of a sudden sorted out, which is brilliant. So that's really good. Matt, have you enjoyed yourself tonight? Yes, I have. It's been a nice change. I should do lives more often, but I feel, I don't know, I just feel like you don't want to talk to me that much, so I don't do them. I feel like I bore you all to death. And like when me and Andy used to do them, we could do stuff on the lives, so we could like do little challenges and stuff. I can't really do a challenge against myself. You need to go to Hayton Hall in Brampton, Cumbria. I feel like I've been. Hayton Hall. I think I've already been. Hayton Hall. Oh no, I don't know if I have now. I don't know. Anyway, right, let's get this done. I'm going to need to write people's names down. So PayPal. Let's get on to PayPal. Oh, I've got a pad. That's good. I just need a pen. That will be the problem. Just need to refresh it. There we go. This is the thing I always struggle with in this office, finding bleeding pens. Do you know what I'm going to do when I go to Egypt as well? I'm going to get a pack of pens and give it to the kids. Oh, there's a pen over there. Right, I'm going to have to walk round the back of you and go and get a pen. I'm going to take a pack of pens and give them to all kids because they really appreciate them over there. Things that we take for granted, and then it means that they can go and do school and stuff like that if they've got a pen. Right. Pen. I am a little bit worried about the poverty side of things when I get there. Freddie won't be used to it so much, seeing that side of things, but it is good for him to. Right, let me get these names written down. So Gina, just going to write your first name unless it's something that is more than one person. Kim, Lisa, Elizabeth, Gina again, Shaw, Kelly, Odith, Rachel, Luke, Paul, Edith, Cindy, Ellen, and finally Asti Kennels. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Really good odds. The people that have entered this time, you're on to a winner here. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomly number them. So not in any order. And then I'm going to do a number generator. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, so you can see they're all randomly put on there. If you're on it, look for your number, and I'll do a random number generator. 1 second. Random number generator. Right, so minimum is 1, maximum is 14. And we'll go for a spinner. Right. Oh wait, I've not put the numbers on. Oh. Give me a second. Right, there we go. Well, I don't want it like that. Oh, I'm just going to have to do the one at the top. So the one that's on there already doesn't count. It's the next number that comes up, which is number 8. So number 8 is Rachel Swanbrook, whatever. You get the 5. So I'm going up to the first one. So you get 5. You can win more than once. So your number will still be in it as well. So you get 5 tickets. The next one is for 10 tickets. So well done. I can't see what the chat's saying. But next up, and I'll let you see me doing it, generate. is number 3. Number 3 is Asti Kennels. So they get 10 tickets. And finally, the big prize of £75 worth of tickets is number 14. And number 14 is Luke. Can't say his surname. Luke gets the 15 tickets. So I've got some detail. There'll be detail. Let me just check. I've got details for everybody on here. PayPal. As long as there's an email address on here, I should be all right. So we have got. Let's see, Rachel. Is your email address on here? No. So what I'm doing is I'm messaging you. Can I have your email address? There we go. So I've messaged you on there to say that. Next person was Asti Kennels. Oh, their email address is on. Yes, so I don't need that. And then the last person is Luke. And his address is on, but his email address isn't. Oh wait, is it? Yes, it is. So I've got them for everyone apart from Rachel. So if you want to send me yours, Rachel, that'd be brilliant. I've sent you a message anyway. Right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the live. I've really enjoyed it. We will do some more. We'll do it maybe the run up to Christmas in December. We'll do some themed Christmas lives because I feel like I'll have more time to do stuff then as well. So we'll get some stuff done. Right. Well, I love you all. Thank you very much. I just want to see what the comments are saying before I go because they might be saying something bad. I'll say take care. I love you all. Blah blah blah. Congratulations to the winners. And I'm sorry if you didn't win, but yeah, have a great rest of your day. And I'm going now to end the live because I can't do it from here. Love you all. Bye bye, and have a lovely rest of your day. I'm just talking now for no reason while I'm walking round because I'm a bit weird like that. I'm still talking. Love you all. Goodbye.